everyone and welcome sa second part ng day tour namin sa Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam. As what I have said in the part 1, ano kaya ang makikita namin dito sa loob ng kanilang palasyo? Everyone is so excited! Let's listen to the tour guide.
I keep talking very boring. That's why I have the photo, easy for your imagination. Okay, you see this is the building you can see now today. We call, officially name of this building we call Reunification Palace because this is the symbol of the Vietnam War end. North and South Vietnam will become one nation. No more separation. North Korea and South Korea now they still separation. Vietnam we no longer we will become one nation. Ready? But this is not original building. This is original building. You know we have 100 years under the French colonial. The French occupied Vietnam in 1858. They occupied 3 countries, Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia. They call Indochina. So they want to build a place for the governor of the French working here in the capital Saigon here. So they build this palace they call Notre Dame Palace, the name by the king of Cambodia at that time. So the governor working here. This building stands still until 1961. The North Vietnamese they have the spy inside the South Vietnamese army, and the pilot dropped the bomb here to assassinate the president of the South Vietnam, but he escaped. He ran away. But this building completely collapsed. That's why the president ordered to build new building. You can see now today. It took 5 years to complete from 1962 to 1967. And you know the French withdrew the army from Vietnam in 1954 when they lost the battle with the communist soldier in the North Vietnam. And after 1954, the Americans came here with the reason they want to stop the spreading of communism in entire war. So they chose the South Vietnam to become their ally. And the South and North we fighting each other until 1975. Yeah. And you see, this is a moment 49 years ago. The tank of the North Vietnam hooked out the gate over there and came inside to capture the president of the South Vietnam and lead him to the radio station to make the statement about surrender. You can see. And you see, this is the architect who built this building. You know, Vietnamese we call him legendary architect because you know why? All the building here designed by him, and in the room they have the handmade painting drawn by his handmade, and every room have different design, different meaning drawn by him. So to understand why he become the legendary architect in Vietnam, let's take a look every room here to find out, my friend. Okay, follow me. On this room, the yellow color. Yellow color in Vietnam represent for the golden color, the luxury place, the king palace, the royal family. That's why when you're eating here, you feel I on the luxury place. I am belong to the royal family. And you look on the painting. That is the painting about geography of Vietnam. Vietnam we have 3 mansions: North Vietnam, Central, and the South Vietnam. So you look on the left side, you see the mountain, the North Vietnam, the Highgate Mountain in the North Vietnam, Phan Xi Phang, the Highgate Mountain, a lot of mountains in the North Vietnam. In the central, you see the flat area, the delta, the Mekong Delta, the South Vietnam. And on the right side, you see the tree, the forest. It represents for the central Vietnam, where we plant coffee. Vietnam, we are the second largest country in the world export coffee after Brazil. Brazil number 1, Vietnam we are number 2. And Vietnam we also the 3rd largest country export rice in the world. Number 1 country India, 2nd Thailand, and number 3 Vietnam. Philippines and US now you are one of the largest country that import rice from Vietnam. That's why sometimes you see rice made in Vietnam, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. That's why you eating here dinner. For to get a present, you feel on the luxury place and you know about geography of Vietnam. Remember, that is the painting handmade, drawn by the architect. I show you on the pie part. And this is not the only painting, many paintings. All the painting later you will see, my friend. Okay, after you feel full in your belly, we go on to the next room. For the tourists that you visit, my friend. Okay, because a lot of tourists, that's why you should take a picture first before I make a presentation. Because we don't know, maybe a lot of tourists behind you. Okay, take picture first, my friend, before I make a presentation. This is the room only for the president working here. Mr. Nguyễn Văn Thiệu, he the longest president of the South Vietnam, the coward that I talk about. He became the president from 1967 to 1975, 8 years as the president. The first president was assassinated already. Because the first president, he wanted to make the peaceful deal, the peaceful agreement with Ho Chi Minh, Mr. Ho Chi Minh in the North Vietnam. But the CIA listened to that phone call. They don't want it to happen. They don't want Vietnam uniting as one. So they killed the first president and replaced by the second president, completely followed the order from the US. And here the second president. And the picture I show you, the president that the soldier lead him to the radio station, that is the last president in the South Vietnam, the third president. And you see this building, the main color is the red color. The red color in Vietnamese tradition, that means wealthy, not blood. Wealthy, man, wealthy and represent political power. Excuse me, my friend, please give space to the other group behind you. Okay, and also
Okay, this one.
please come here, my friend. Take a look. This painting was drawn in 1966. That means nearly 60 years. And we never maintained this painting because the architect, he passed away already, who draw this painting. That's why we don't know how to maintain it. We believe if we don't know, maybe we will destroy the painting. That's why we keep it original. We did not maintain. That's why you see, even after 60 years without maintain, it still look like new. The quality of the painting, my friend. And this is not the more beautiful painting. The more beautiful painting on the second floor, on the ambassador chamber. Later you will see, my friend. Yeah, because Vietnam we have professional art, ART, art. We draw 1,000 years. You have any weapon to declare? Sir, you have any gun, sir? You can put the gun here. They keep inside. This is the military checkpoint because you are about to meet the president, the National Security Council chamber. The second floor we call political floor. Okay, this way. Security Council chamber. You know the president is sitting here, surrounding him, USA military advisor. You know the Vietnamese, we call the South Vietnamese in the public government. Because whenever they do something, they need to pick up the phone to call to the US embassy to help. They must have the permission from the US government. Because 90% the economic and the weapon support by the US. That's why when the US withdraw the army from Vietnam in 1973, the South Vietnam just stayed still nearly 2 years and then they collapsed in front of the battle against the North Vietnam. Because the South Vietnam no more support from the US, but the North Vietnam they still have the strong support from the Soviet Union. That's why the North won the battle. And you see they divide the South Vietnam into 4 mansions. Every mansion takes responsibility by the general. That's why whenever the president he want to decide any military operation, he pick up the phone, call the US embassy. If the US embassy agreed, he pick up another phone, call to every general, take responsibility for every mansion. And you see the secret door here. The secret door here live under the bunker. It's kept away because the second president he afraid that a lot of assassination would be happen. That's why he ordered the architect to build the bunker to run to escape. That's why because this bunker he alive. After 3 times assassination, and then he ran into the US and he died home in Boston, Massachusetts. The Vietnamese people we told that when we told each other when the president he ran away, he hold a 2 briefcase with a lot of gold bar inside. Yeah, that's why my friend. And you know, actually the South Vietnamese we call the South Vietnamese president he the coward because before the Vietnam War end. About 10 days, he on the television. He talked to the people here. I will stay with you. I will fight with you until the last bullet. But after that 2 days, he on the helicopter, run away to the US aircraft carrier and move to the US and die all over there. Not only him, the vice president also. Yeah, that's my this one. You see the green color? Because when you talk about military operation, this is the cabinet room. The main function, the member among inside the room here talking about military operation. You know when you talk about military operation, the tension very high, right? That's why the green color will reduce the tension, reduce the stress among the members. And also you see the oval shape of the table. Oval shape table, that means all the members they sitting next together. That means send to all the members in one message. We are allies. We are allies. We don't need to increase the tension each other. We need to find the best military operation to against the North Vietnam. That's why the green color reduce the tension. The oval shape, the table, we are allies. And on this building, sometimes you see the road, the way in this building, they lock it. You're not allowed to come inside. Because even after 49 years, it still contains classified documents from the Vietnam War. Just allow military to allow to come there. That's why I stick with the group, my friend. Okay, this way. This is the president guest room. He welcome his teammate, like the major, the general, the captain here. You see the ivory of the elephant. You know the ivory represents for political power. If you visit the Vietnamese houses, the rich people on their villa before 2000, on the guest room, always have the villa, always have the ivory. Because the bigger of ivory, the more reputation, the more power of yours in the society. That's why they always replace the ivory. But after 2000, the Vietnamese Congress, we ban it. Because we cannot use the animal part display inside your house because it's against the mother nature. But what you are witness one of the biggest ivory because this is for the president. That's why later you visit the vice president room, no ivory. Only the president have the ivory because he's the most powerful man on this building. And you see behind you, you see the white pillar, the white pillar. The white pillar represent for the bamboo tree. The bamboo tree represent for Vietnamese spirit. Flexible but very hard to break it. 4,000 years ago, the Vietnamese we use the bamboo tree. We make it sharpen on the top as a weapon, fighting against China to protect the motherland ready. And you know about feng shui? Feng shui. The Vietnamese really believe in feng shui. When you build a white pillar like this, you can collect the wind, the sunny, the rain inside your house. That means you can collect the wealthy for your nation, for your family. Yeah, because that is a gift from the God, the sky, my friend. Feng shui. Okay. This one. And you see when we build like this, we really don't need the lights. About the president's hometown. He came from the province next to the God Sea, about 400 kilometers away from here. That's why he draw the painting to remind of his hometown. And you see the room, escape room, when the assassination situation happened. And you see the gift over there, that is the painting, the gift of the South Korea. South Korea is the United States. That's why they are not there. South Vietnam. The grain, the bird represent for wealthy. Longevity. Okay, this one. This is the guy that the Vietnamese we hate the most because you know why? He decided to drop millions of bombs in Vietnam. And this is the vice president, the coward who ran away also. And you know, I have to tell you one thing. Until now, you have to recognize that the U.S. Army is still #1 military power in the world, right? They have nuclear warhead. They have the aircraft carrier. That's why when I saw the army told me you are the Vietnamese soldier. You're strong about spirit, but you're not strong about weapons. You look on Japan. Japan very strong, but the American dropped two atomic bombs in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Japan surrender. That's why lucky for us, the U.S. Army did not use nuclear weapon in the Vietnam War. If they drop nuclear bomb here, maybe no more Vietnam for you to visit. Actually, this gentleman, he wanted to drop a nuclear bomb in the capital Hanoi, the headquarters of the communists in Vietnam, to end the war. Because that time, near to his election, that's why a lot of protests. He wanted to withdraw the U.S. Army back to the U.S. as the winner. But you know, the karma came back to him. You know, he the only president resigned because he have the Watergate scandal. That's why, you know, he wanted to drop nuclear bomb. But lucky for us, the U.S. Congress disagreed with him. Because that time, the North Vietnam, they are the ally with Soviet Union, the Cold War. The Soviet Union also have a nuclear warhead. If the Americans drop a nuclear bomb in the capital Hanoi, they make a nuclear war against Soviet Union, and the World War III happened. I don't know what the World War III looked like, but the World War IV, we use stick and stone, we fighting each other. Because the World War III, we drop a nuclear bomb, completely destroy the Mother Earth, and we back to the Stone Age. That's why lucky the U.S. Army did not drop a nuclear weapon, the nuclear bomb in Vietnam, so we have a chance to win the war, my friend. Okay, this one. The most beautiful room on this building. Please take a picture first. The most beautiful room on this building. The most beautiful painting also here.
Take a picture.
Take a look.
The most beautiful. Take a picture, not a video. No? Wow. Oh, wow, the paintings, oh.
This is Ambassador Chamber. Ambassador Chamber.
This is lacquer, right?
Yes, ma'am, the lacquer painting. The Vietnamese, we are the best of the lacquer painting. We are professional because we love the ancestors many thousand years already. So you know, when I come inside your house, what is the most beautiful room inside your house? The guest room, right? The guest room. How was the most beautiful, the most decoration on this inside your house? With the nation, we call Ambassador Chamber. Whenever the ambassador had the new term in Vietnam, he came here to receive the greeting letter from the president. That's why you see the painting behind him. Ladies and gentlemen, after the tour in Vietnam, if you ask me what is the best product that Vietnamese we ever make it, I answer you immediately. The lacquer painting. Vietnam, we are professional of art. A-R-T. This painting more than 60 years already, but still good condition. We never maintain it. The wood very unique. And you know, it draw about, the painting draw about Lý Dynasty, nhà Lê. Lý Dynasty 700 years ago in the Vietnamese history. That time, all king is spending all territory bigger and bigger and take good care for the life of the people. That's why it send a message. Whenever the ambassador come here, he look on the painting, he know this is the most fortune, the most wealthy of the Vietnamese history, my friend. The meaning, yeah. Later you can come on the right side, you see closer to the painting. You see the quality of the painting, my friend. Even after 60 years, it looks like this. This way. Take a look. This is the gift, the carpet from Hong Kong. In Asia, where is the master of feng shui? Hong Kong, my friend, Hong Kong. So, Hong Kong at that time still belonged to the British Empire. That's why the president here, he make the phone call to the master of Hong Kong. Hey, send me the gift so I become the longevity president in the South Vietnam forever. So the master of Hong Kong sent him to the gift here, the carpet. You see the dragon? The dragon. If you come from the Catholic country, the Christian, you read on the Bible, dragon is the evil animal. But in Vietnam, dragon is the most holy animal. You see the design of the dragon also different with the Westerner dragon. Because the Westerner dragon, big belly, small tail, small wing. But you see the dragon here in the Asian, Vietnam, long like snake. And you see the dragon also have a lot of detail, decoration on the head. The dragon is the most holy animal in Vietnam. That's why you see the decoration of the dragon on the rooftop of the temple or the pagoda. And the Vietnamese we believe, Vietnamese we was born from dragon, the fairy tale. That's why if you see the vehicle, the truck, the bus, they have the decoration of the dragon on the road. That is the funeral vehicle. Funeral vehicle. Because Vietnamese we believe we was born from the dragon. When we pass away, the dragon will take us back to the heaven, like the ambassador of God and Buddha. That's why if you see that, the funeral vehicle, my friend, and you see the phoenix in the middle. The phoenix was born on the fire, represent for immortal, undead. That's why if the dragon and the phoenix combine each other, represent for longevity of the regime. In Vietnam, if you see the marriage in Vietnam, you also see the decoration of the dragon and the phoenix in front of the main gate on the wedding of Vietnam, represent for longevity of the wedding. Stick with you, stick each other forever, husband and wife, my friend. The meaning, yeah. Okay, this one. No ivory, because he's not a powerful man here. But take a look, very unique design, my friend. If you look behind you, you look straight, you see who sitting over there? The president. But you see the ivory, right? Full ivory, you see the president sitting here. That means send a message to the vice president. Hey, you're not the big boss here, brother. Take a look who looking at you. Yeah, that's why. Whenever you do something, you must have the permission from him. He's the more powerful man. You see? Very unique design, right? The vice president can see the president sitting over there through the ivory. That's the more powerful man, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, even after 60 years, it's still shining. Brother, take a look. Even after 60 years, you see every detail of the painting. You know the architect, it took him 3 years to draw by hands, to draw this painting. It took him 3 years to complete it.
Legendary.
Yeah, the same. I show you now. For the president living here with his family. Please stick on this side. Ủa, em đứng đây thuyết mình à? Em đứng đâu? Ở đây mình chia ra không đâu. Đây, this way. Okay, come here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the private area for the family of the president because he afraid. Maybe on the way from his office back to his house, he may be killed by the North Vietnamese army or even by U.S. Army, the assassination. That's why he ordered the architects build the office in the front, the private area for his family on behind. And whoever you visit the Ho Chi Minh House in the North Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh House, the North Vietnam, he living on the wooden house, very small house. He even did not have the private bedroom, the private restroom, the private toilet. But you see the president here, he look like a 5-star hotel. That's why if you are the Vietnamese, who you should believe. Of course, most of the people, they believe on Ho Chi Minh. Because Ho Chi Minh, he lived like the poor people. And remember, the communists, they come from worker and the farmer. The majority in the population. That's why a lot of people, they follow the North Vietnam, the propaganda for the South Vietnam. Because he live on the luxury line here, my friend. And you see, this is his bedroom. The South Vietnamese, we usually make fun of each other. Please give space. This is the first bedroom in the South Vietnam have air conditioning at that time. That's why. He live in a luxury place. But now you no longer see his air conditioning anymore. Because we sold it after he ran away for the charity activity. Yeah, the money now. Actually, out of 500 500,000 Vietnamese dollars, you see his house on the money, the wooden house. Very small house. Yeah. And then you see one more symbol feng shui. You see the sky whale? The sky whale, W-E-L-L. To collect the sunny, the rainy, and the collect the wealthy for your family. The sky whale in the middle. We also have the dining room here. We call the entertainment floor. The second floor, political floor. Fourth floor, entertainment floor. This room for the first lady. President also have the first lady, right? The first lady welcome her guests here. And you know, if you meet the people, the Vietnamese who are older than 80 years old in Vietnam, sometimes they speak Frank fluency because he lived under the Frank colonial. You know, my grandmother, she's 87 years old. Whenever I back home, she say bonjour, John. Whenever I have her to do something, she say merci beaucoup, John. Because she lived under the Frank colonial. That's why, but in Vietnam, now today we choose English. Because we believe English more popular than French. And in Vietnam, we start learning English from the second grade. Second grade in Vietnam, we start learning English already.
How come we cannot?
In Vietnam, the modern language Vietnamese, the second official language English. On our document or ID, driver license, the first is the Vietnamese, the second line is the English.
Sure.
You can see Macho, the gamble from China, Hong Kong, my friend. Macho, yeah, you know that, right? Oh, you're the guy love gamble. You know, my friend, before 1975 in the South Vietnam, gamble legal. But under the communist regime, Vietnam now today, gamble illegal. Gamble illegal. We are not allowed to play gamble. So in Vietnam, actually you can play gamble if you are foreigner. In the 5-star hotel, they always have the floor for gamble. But they must show your passport. You're foreigner. But the Vietnamese, we're not allowed because we still low income. If we allow gamble, a lot of criminal will happen in the gamble, my friend. That's why maybe 5 years more we need to change, my friend. But that's why a lot of Vietnamese, they go to Cambodia now. Cambodia gamble legal. The people came to Cambodia with suit and car, they came back naked. The high always win, right? But they're still addicted, so they're going to gamble. Okay, now we go to the rooftop. Private theater, the private cinema. You see, when his people died on the battlefield, he stayed here watching the Hollywood movie. That's why you understand the reason why he ran away. Because he knew if he stayed here, he may be executed.
What is that? That president? No president of Vietnam.
I wish the president, man, but in the North Vietnam capital Hanoi.
Yeah.
Because the North, the capital, Saigon no longer Saigon become economic center. Economic center, because here we have 20 years work with the American thinking affect to our thinking. That's why in the South Vietnam we make a business better than the North, but the North make a political subject better than the South Vietnam. But thanks to the law, we uniting as one already. No more killing each other. That's why whenever the Western company they came here to invest, they always choose the South Vietnam for grand opening. Like Jollibee, KFC, McDonald's, they always choose the South Vietnam for grand opening. But after that, they're spreading entire nation. Yeah, the South Vietnam. After the president run away, this is a helicopter for inspection. If the president want to check the military bases around Saigon, he on the helicopter flying around to check the military bases. The helicopter he used to run away. After the helicopter land on the aircraft carrier, the U.S. soldier push the helicopter into the sea ready because give more space for the refugee. Because you know, after 1975, about 500,000 South Vietnamese, we crossed the border to the sea. We came to Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, and we became the refugee. Because most of people they are afraid they would be revenged by the communist regime because they serve for the South Vietnamese army. That's why after that the US and Australia opened the border. Let them come to the US and Australia. That's why if you come from US, if you visit the California state, Arizona, Houston, Texas, a lot of Vietnamese living there. But they use a different flag. That is the flag of the South Vietnam before 1975. They still worshipping the regime that they used to belong to. But now today they're coming back because no matter, after all, we are the same Vietnamese. Different regime, different opinion, we are the same motherland, same Vietnamese. The enemy now in the North Vietnam, the country that 1,000 years want to invade us, China. That's why we need to cooperate each other. Brother, sister, no longer killing each other. We need to unite as one to against that nation. Okay, my friend? Take picture, my friend. Take picture.
How did you keep all over?
Take picture first. German, take picture first. Take picture first. Vietnamese, we call that ambassador. Embassy Avenue. Embassy Avenue. Embassy Avenue. Because if you keep walking on this way, 200 meters on the left side, the U.S. Embassy, next to the U.S. Embassy is the British and the French Embassy. They are the airline, that's why they met together. China and the Russia Embassy far away from them. They don't like each other. And in this position, 49 years ago, the soldier of the North Vietnam, he came here, took down the flag of the South Vietnam, replaced by the flag of the North Vietnam. And that's how the Vietnam War ended. You see that? This is the first four soldiers came to this building to capture the president of the South Vietnam and the Vietnam War ended. The U.S. Embassy is still the biggest embassy in Vietnam. They left the embassy in 1975. They came back on the same location in 1995. The British, the French, the US, the Australia, New Zealand embassy, they all on the same road. Okay. Yeah, 20 years. 20 years. Okay, my friend, now we go under the cow, the bunker. Show you what I like the room here. Here, my friend, we'll come close. This is the number of the airline soldier joined the Vietnam War from the South Vietnam, the highest season of Vietnam War 1968. So you see, Hoa Kỳ, that means United States. This is the number of the soldier. So United States, lục quân that means combat soldier. Hải quân Navy, thủy quân lục chiến that means the Marine. Không quân Air Force. Biên phòng that means Border Patrol. You see, the United States Army, the most majority inside the army in the base in Vietnam. You see, more than 500,000 of the U.S. soldiers based on the Vietnam, South Vietnam during the war. So Australia, that means Australia. Trung Hoa, that means Taiwan. Republic of China, now today Taiwan. Đại Hàn, that means South Korea. Tân Tây Lan, that means New Zealand. Philippines, my friend, Philippines. Spain, Thailand. You see, some country like Spencer or Trail, that means they're not soldier, they are military advisor. Yeah, but the most, the Australia, South Korea, and the United States. And you know, during the Vietnam War, the US soldier sacrificed 90,000 American soldiers, 90,000 American soldiers. But the Vietnam, we sacrificed more than 4 million Vietnamese people, North and the South Vietnam. And you know, 60% innocent people. That's why we believe when the war starts, no one win. No one win. Because innocent people die because of war already. That's why. That's why even the South Vietnam, the Vietnamese people, we still have compassion with the Filipino or the American soldier, because we understand the soldier must follow the order from the government. They have no choice. They are told that they were forced to come here. They don't want to join on this Middle East war, but they were forced to come here. That's why when a lot of the American veterans, they told me when they back to the US, the society treat them as a loser. And some of the American soldiers, they suicide. Because they saw the images, their friend died on the battlefield. It's holding them even back to the US, my friend. Okay, this way. This is the bottom. You can see? When they make any presentation, or turn the light here, or also they need some service from the ground to connect, they press the button. Every button have different function, my friend. Yeah. Like the button on the table of the Mr. Joe Biden on the White House. He press the button and something comes. Communication on to the ground, my friend. You can see the phone books of the transmission of the machine. This is a backup radio or the transmission center, communication center. You know, all this machine here used to contain a lot of classified documents from the war. But you know, 1 week before the Vietnam War ended, the South Vietnamese government recognized that they would be collapsed just in time. That's why they sent all the classified documents inside this machine. They sent to Bangkok, Thailand ready. Because Thailand still the ally with the United States. Now today we still negotiation with Thailand to send back the classified document back to Vietnam. But of course, US won't agree. They never let it happen. So we're still on negotiation. So all this machine here now nearly empty because they send all the classified document to the Bangkok, Thailand ready. This way.
How deep is this underground? How
deep is it?
Usually from 3 to 6 meter deep, sir. But later we even go deeper, same area deeper than normal because like escapeway. Later you can see the road they connect to another building on this area. That means the president he run deep under the ground, and the other tunnel lead him to the other building surrounding this street. So he alive in the assassination. But usually 3 to 6 meter deep, sir. About 18 feet deep. Surrounding this street to escape for the president. You can see. That's what we're talking about. The private network for the president. One phone, I don't know, connect to who, but one phone definitely connect to the U.S. Embassy. Because he must have permission to this private room for the president. Yes, bedroom. This Libya is on the administration, assassination. He's still under the ground, run middle operation around here. Okay, now we go to the deeper.
Well, this is getting
Lower
Por eso no va a tomar que todo poder. Es la que yo tengo que ir para los que quieren.
See the highlight that's the exciting amount you need in the tunnel area. Visit where you see the real gun. The AK-47. Okay, follow me this way. What? You see here, this private Mercedes. He had to run away, so he left Mercedes. He cannot drive to the US. Okay, my friend, please gather here. You can see the private Mercedes of the president. You know Mr. Ho Chi Minh in the North Vietnam, he only had the bicycle. But the president there had the Mercedes. But it's not only one. Inside his villa, from here, he has 5 or 6 guys Mercedes. His collection, my friend. 6 or 5 Mercedes. Only for him. His wife, his son also have another Mercedes. That's why Matia he have to evacuate too fast. That's why he cannot bring with him to the US. That's why he left here for us. Okay, my friend. Now we go to the second place. The Notre Dame Cathedral, the church, and the Saigon Port office. The second place we sit on the public place. No toilets. That's why we have the toilet here. You should take a restroom before we back to the van, my friend. Okay, let me show you where the restroom.
Sa wakas, natapos din kami dito sa kanilang palace. See you sa next episode!